Imagine holding a small book in your hand, a passport. To most people, it is nothing more than a travel document, a booklet with stamps, something you show at airports. But what if I told you that passport is actually one of the most powerful investment tools you will ever own? What if I told you that a second passport, dual nationality, could change your financial destiny, unlock hidden doors, and secure your family's future in ways that money alone never could? This is not about luxury vacations or bragging rights. This is about power, freedom, strategy, and security. Dual citizenship has been the silent weapon of the wealthy for centuries. Kings, merchants, entrepreneurs, and modern billionaires all know one truth. Borders are negotiable, but opportunities are global. And those who can move freely between countries hold an undeniable advantage. When you think about wealth, you might picture investments in stocks, real estate, or businesses. But here's the secret. Your passport determines where and how you can access those opportunities. It decides where you can live, where you can invest, which banks will accept you, and which markets you can enter. A single passport limits you to the financial ecosystem of one nation. But a second passport multiplies your reach. It is like playing chess with twice the number of pieces. You can move faster, protect yourself better, and attack new opportunities with ease. For investors, this isn't optional. It is a competitive edge. The first benefit of dual citizenship is freedom of movement. A second passport can give you visa-free access to over 150 countries, depending on the nation. Think about what that means in practice. No more waiting months for a business visa, no more missed opportunities because of bureaucracy. If a deal comes up in London, you are there tomorrow. If an investor summit is held in Singapore, you fly without hesitation. Time is money, and the ability to move without restrictions is worth its weight in gold. The second benefit is financial. Many countries have more favorable tax systems than your own. With a second nationality, you can structure your wealth legally in jurisdictions that protect it. Imagine reducing capital gains taxes, optimizing inheritance planning, or accessing international banking systems that offer more privacy and security. This isn't about evading responsibility. It's about making smart choices. Every wealthy family in the world does it, from European dynasties to American billionaires. Dual nationality simply gives you more options. The third benefit is safety. The world is unpredictable. Economies collapse. Political systems shift overnight. What happens if your home country becomes unstable or even unsafe? A second passport is your escape route, your insurance policy, your safety net. It means you can relocate your family quickly, access healthcare and education abroad, and ensure that your children have opportunities that are not limited by the politics of one nation. For investors, that peace of mind is priceless. Now, how do you actually get it? There are several pathways, and you might be closer than you think. Some countries allow citizenship by descent. Do you know where your grandparents were born, or even your great-grandparents? Many countries allow you to reclaim your heritage. Italy, Ireland, Poland, Hungary. These nations grant citizenship to descendants of their nationals, sometimes going back 2 or 3 generations. This means you could be holding the right to a European passport right now, without ever realizing it. It is not just paperwork, it is unlocking a legacy. Then there is citizenship by investment. This is the fastest-growing pathway for investors. Countries like Malta, Portugal, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, and several others offer direct citizenship or residency in exchange for strategic investments. It could be real estate, government bonds, or business ventures. Think of it as buying into a new life, while also creating an asset that appreciates over time. For example, investors who purchased property in Portugal under the Golden Visa program not only gained residency, but also saw their investments grow in value as the real estate market expanded. Another pathway is citizenship by naturalization. This is the classic route: living, working, or studying abroad for several years until you qualify for citizenship. It requires patience, but it also creates deep roots in another country. If you plan to expand your business abroad, this pathway allows you to integrate fully into a new market. Let's look at some real-world scenarios. A U.S. entrepreneur obtained citizenship in Ireland through his grandmother. Overnight, he gained access to all of the European Union. That meant he could establish businesses in Germany, trade freely across Europe, and even send his children to university in France for a fraction of the cost of U.S. tuition. Another investor purchased property in the Caribbean, gaining a second passport that allowed visa-free travel to over 140 countries, including the Schengen zone. Suddenly, business trips that once required weeks of planning became effortless. And here as the hidden gem. Some investors don't even use their second nationality for themselves, but for their children. They know that one day, that passport will open doors to education, healthcare, and opportunities that money alone cannot buy. Now let's talk about something deeper: identity. A passport isn't just paper, it represents belonging. When you claim dual nationality, you aren't just opening new markets, you are connecting with history, culture, and legacy. Imagine sitting at a family dinner, holding in your hand the passport of the land your grandparents once left. It is more than strategy. It is an inheritance. It is a bridge between past and future. For investors, this emotional dimension adds weight to every decision. It is not just about protecting money. It is about protecting your story. If this video is opening your eyes, if you are beginning to see how powerful dual nationality can be for your investments and your family's future, then don't miss out. Hit subscribe to Investor School right now. Every week we break down strategies that the wealthy quietly use to stay ahead. By subscribing, you join a community of people who are choosing freedom over limitation. Not all passports are equal. Some give you global mobility, others offer tax benefits, and some provide unbeatable lifestyle advantages. European Union passports are among the most powerful. They grant you the right to live, work, and invest in 27 countries. If you are serious about long-term global positioning, EU citizenship is like holding a master key. Caribbean passports are fast, flexible, and relatively affordable. They are excellent for mobility and asset protection. North America offers strong economic opportunities, but for many, adding US or Canadian citizenship as a second nationality requires careful planning. Emerging markets such as Turkey or Panama provide unique advantages in real estate or international trade. Your choice should align with your goals, mobility, tax optimization, or family security. Let me leave you with this thought. A single passport is a door. It leads you to one path. But two passports, that's a bridge. A bridge to freedom, security, and unlimited opportunities. Borders were created by governments, but opportunities are created by you. The question is, are you going to let one document limit your life, or are you ready to unlock the power of two? This is Investor School. If you found value in this video, don't just stop here. Subscribe, stay with us, and together, let's keep building your financial freedom, not just in one country, but across the world.